not even been a hot minute. It's been a couple weeks since I last saw you guys. I have been out on the road, gallivanting about, doing what I do, and so it hasn't necessarily been the most conducive for hosting live broadcasts. Unfortunately, when you're traveling like that, have Wi-Fi? Questionable. So it's so nice to see you guys after, goodness, what's it been? 4 or 5 weeks now, back on our Winelander Wednesday Roundup. So if you are now tuning in, please let me know how you're doing in the comments, all that sort of fun stuff. And of course, if you're watching this on the replay, thanks for tuning in and hanging out with us. Hey Kyle, nice to see you. Thanks for jumping on. Look at you. First comment. But again, I hope you guys have been doing well. I hope for my US friends you enjoyed a really nice Labor Day weekend. I know I definitely did. Got to spend some time with the family, just R&R, hanging out at the lake, all that sort of fun stuff. Just kind of took it easy this weekend. If you did something really fun for Labor Day, please let me know in the comments, see what sort of fun things y'all were up to. Again, I know for me it was more laid back, but I know some people were like out and about, traveling, doing their things. Hello Odell, nice to see you, my friend. It was so nice to see you, by the way, in Iowa when we went out there on tour. It was there was a couple of people from our online community that I got to see out at that show. Odell was one of them, and it was an absolute pleasure. So for those of you who did come out and see any of our live performances this last month or so, thank you so very much. I am so looking forward to more of them. We have one more show till we're on literally a couple week break. So if you are in Arizona this weekend, we will be playing out at the Chicken Ranch in Surprise, Arizona. We'll be making an appearance back there again. So we'd love to see you there. It's again our last show till we're off for literally, I think it's like 2 weeks. And then we're back out playing shows on the road, all that sort of stuff. So if you don't want to wait and you can make it, we'd love to see you there. But of course, as I mentioned, there's tons of shows coming in for October, which is so exciting for us. And we'll talk about that in a second. But I see we got a lot more friends tuning in, so I want to make sure that I'm seeing all of them in the comments. And Brett, doing good. Thanks for tuning in. Hello, Rocky, Donald, John. Hey, JD, nice to see you as well. Hope you're all doing well. As I was saying, let me know what you guys did for Labor Day, how you're feeling and everything. And yeah, if you have any questions or anything like that too, make sure to throw them in the comments. We've been talking about tour and everything like that, so ask and I shall do my best to answer. Hello Steven, nice to see you, and Chad, nice to see you as well. I'm doing really good, you guys, so nice to see you all. Glad you made it over. I was always anytime there's like a gap between our usual programmed live broadcasts and when we start them back up again, I always am like, gosh, I hope people get the memo. Because it's been a while, but it's nice to see that a bunch of you did and you're here hanging out with us. So thank you for coming on in. I was just talking about seeing Odell and stuff in Iowa and all the amazing people that we got to see with more shows and stuff coming up, but it was a lot of fun. For those of y'all who maybe missed us when we were in Colorado a couple weeks ago at Pindustry, we will be making an appearance there again in October. We actually have 2 dates there, so we'll be playing October 14th and 15th. So we'd love to see you there if you could come on out. All these shows that I'm just now talking about for October are now up on my website and of course on my Bands in Town page. So if you want all that information and stuff, that is the place to go. I'll make sure that there's like links in the description after we're done live, and of course all that sort of stuff, so you can get to where you need to go nice and easy. And oh, who just jumped in? Hello Rick, nice to see you. Glad you are enjoying my original music. Big thank you to those of y'all who've been streaming it. Dry Me to Drink is climbing up there to try to catch up with Daddy's Creed and I'm Gonna Ride. We almost have 30,000 streams on Spotify with that song. So thank you again to those of y'all who shared the music video and stuff on Facebook. I know that one's almost up to 50,000 views and everything. So again, thank you, thank you. Kyle asks, are there any concerts planned for 2022 yet? There actually is. I just can't totally talk about them yet because we're not quite there. But there is stuff planned for 2022, so don't you worry. We are working really hard right now to fill out our 2022 schedule so that way we can come see more of you guys. But as for right now, I will only talk about stuff that is coming up within the next couple months. And I just dropped my Bands in Town link in the comments, so if you want to go see the full schedule, get all the dates as of right now that I'm officially allowed to talk about and post and all that sort of stuff, that is the link to go to. Or of course, again, my website, ashleywineland.com. So the answer is yes, but we're not going to touch on that quite yet. So there you go. But again, we are making a reappearance out at the Chicken Ranch this Saturday, which is very exciting. And then starting in October, the schedule is just filling up. I was just notified today that our October 1st show at Apache Lake in Arizona, the tickets have officially gone on pre-sale. That's for the Summer's End Music Festival. We are playing again that Friday, October 1st. So if you'd like to come out to that, you've got your boat and all that sort of fun stuff. Pre-sale for those tickets has started today, so make sure to go check out their page and go see what that's all about. And then of course, if you're around my neck of the woods and like the Glendale area and stuff, October 2nd, we are very excited to be going to downtown Glendale's historical district and playing the Murphy's Park live events. They're bringing back the concert series, and so we are very excited to be helping them kick off their fall season of the Murphy's Park Live. So that's a ton of fun. It's a nice little outdoor amphitheater. If you've never been to downtown Glendale before, it's personally one of my favorite places to go and visit. There's so many cool small businesses and restaurants and shops and stuff all around the area, and of course the amphitheater is beautiful. So go see it before it's all decked out for Christmas with Glendale glitters. But we're very excited to be performing for you guys there too. Oh goodness, what else is on the list? We have some more shows coming in October. I don't think some of them have been posted yet. Actually, yes. We'll be going to Oklahoma. So for my Oklahoma peeps, keep an eye out for that. We'll be at Whiskey Chicks and of course Twin Fountains RV Park in October as well. So those dates will be going up. And then we're still working on filling out some shows. I can't talk about those yet. I have to remind myself what I can and can't talk about. This is just like filling up. But most importantly, the one I am just like over the moon about, excited, is our show November 6th. Maybe you've seen some of the promotional materials that we've put out about it, but I am sharing the bill with Big and Rich, Eddie Montgomery, and Aaron Lewis November 6th at Auction Pavilion in Phoenix, Arizona for the salute to our veterans. And I gotta tell you, like, the fact that I am finally able to talk about this show is so exciting. If you've been following me on like Instagram or Facebook and stuff for a while, you might have remembered like a couple months back there was one night where we were prepping our tour rig for everything, and it was pouring rain outside, and I was running around like a chicken with its head cut off in my backyard, just like, something good is happening, and now it's pouring. That was that night that we got the call about the November 6th show. And so obviously I love Big and Rich, love Aaron Lewis and Eddie Montgomery, so I'm really, really excited to see their show, but also it is a show all to honor our veterans. I know that they'll be doing giveaways for our servicemen and women and our veterans in the area. So if you are in Arizona around November 6th and you are a veteran, keep your eye out for that. A bunch of charitable organizations that work with our servicemen and women and their families are going to be a part of it. So just the fact that we get to be a part of this event is just so exciting to me. And of course, just a personal thing between you and I, it has always been a big bucket list dream of mine to play one of the major venues in Arizona that I personally grew up watching all of my favorite country acts and, you know, watching their shows growing up, just being inspired by them. So the fact that we get to play that stage is big. And I honestly thought I was gonna just like break down crying when we were officially confirmed for the show. So huge thank you to the Power of Fives, who's running the event, for having us out there and everything. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Really excited. Those tickets are also available now on pre-sale. If you use the code LOVE, LUV, VETS, VETS, all capitalized. You can get tickets now via Ticketmaster or LiveNation.com, and pick your seats. They're going really fast. So we'd love to see you there. So if you haven't yet and you're going to be out there November 6th, also go get those tickets now on pre-sale before they go up or they just go away in general. So yeah. And thank you guys for all the congratulations and stuff. It's much appreciated. Again, it's one of those events where everything about it just makes me smile. So looking forward to it. October is gonna be a really fun month with all the shows, and then just get to like put a nice little November 6th event on top of it. And then we're in the holiday season, you guys. So looking forward to that as well. Are you ready for the fall season yet? Or are you like, nah, I'm clinging to summer as long as possible? Clearly, I'm already in fall. Arizona weather is not in fall, for those of you who are asking. It is hot again at like 106, 108 is what it's kind of been bouncing around with this week. Arizona's not quite fall ready, but in my mind, I am fall ready. So if you're there with me, let's go. If you're not quite there yet, I totally understand that too. Arizona really doesn't get a true fall season. It's like hot, 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 and then like around Halloween it decides to go, yeah, not quite as hot, and then it's like you might wear a sweater outside and not die for the rest of the year. So that's nice. But yeah, where are you at mentally? Let me know. Let's see. JD says, I'm not a fall person, it's just a prelude to winter. Clearly, I am a desert rat because I don't even think about snow. It's not an issue I have to worry about. But obviously, some of you guys are in places where that is a major issue. So I totally get that. But yeah, Fred, I'm with you. I love fall weather, and Kyle, but I love the beach. True. I thoroughly enjoyed my time kayaking on the lake this weekend. That was like a nice summer day, just out on the water. Did I get any tanner? I don't think so, but you know, it was fun anyway. We got to see wild donkeys while we were out there, which usually you don't see them like that in the middle of the day. Usually you would see them like sunset or sunrise, but it was about 10 o'clock, and right on top of the hill in the cove that we had kayaked into, we just heard this donkey braying, and we just turned and we thought maybe it could have been solo, because it just brayed and then it stood there and stared at us for like a good 15 minutes, but then disappeared, and about 10 minutes later a whole herd of them came out of nowhere, and there was little baby donkeys, and it was so cute, and it just made my day, clearly. But it was just like a nice moment, sitting in the water looking at baby donkeys, just having ourselves a beautiful Labor Day. So yeah, again, if you haven't shared what you guys did for Labor Day, please throw it in the comments. I always like to see what everybody's up to, and out and about doing inspires me. Oh, James, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, my friend. Oh my goodness, here, hold on. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear James. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Happy birthday, James. Thanks for spending part of your day with us. I hope it's special. I hope it's fun. And all that sort of good wonderfulness in the world. Hope it goes your way. Cowboy John, glad you are enjoying the original music. It's been so nice to be back out on the road and to perform the original music for you guys in person. I know, like, I sing it on live broadcasts and stuff for you every week, which is also very wonderful. I love doing that. But the face-to-face, person-to-person connection is just so special. Because, I mean, on here, I can't see you sing it back to me. It's just something to just see your connection with something that you created with other people and to watch them reflect that back to you. It's been so special. And like I said, it's particularly in Iowa, I think that was like the most of you guys who are a part of our online community and stuff to come out in person and everything, to see everyone there. It was just like, it's so cool, so cool. But of course, we had people that have been following us at all the different shows. We had a bunch of folks come out to our Wyoming shows out at the $1 Million Cowboy, which was so wonderful. And holy cow, was that a crazy weekend. My goodness, like, it is just insane how crazy that weekend was. But we had so much fun with everybody. And then, of course, we got to see some really incredible people up in Minnesota. So thank you to Raleigh's, Rednecks, and Longnecks for having us out there. We're looking forward to being back. In Illinois, I got to see a bunch of people I hadn't seen in a really long time. So for those of y'all who might have seen us in Illinois, thank you. Kansas? Y'all. Kansas was a whirlwind of a day. It started off like super hot. We loaded in everywhere, and it was just what it is. And we played our show, and it was super fun. Everybody was having a good time. And then all of a sudden, wind came like bursting in. We were just like, oh dang, where has this breeze been the whole time? And I kid you not, like 2 songs after the wind came, it was just a torrential downpour. And we were outside. Luckily, our stage was covered. But man, I don't think we've ever broke down things so fast. But what I have to say was probably the coolest moment of the Kansas show was we played one more song after it started raining at the insistence of the audience, who were standing out there in this torrential downpour. And we did our last song, and everybody was just dancing in the rain, holding on to each other, singing at the top of their lungs. It was truly one of those moments that belongs in a movie. It was just pure cinematic magic, and just the energy was unreal. I was just like, this is so cool. Again, packing out wasn't cool, but like that moment right there, I was just like, it was worth it. It was worth it to sing one more song before we totally broke everything down and wrapped up for the night. So Wichita, your energy was something else, so thank you for bringing the party and partying through the rain. It was just so funny and just so crazy. But again, we had an amazing time, so looking forward to doing it again in the future. So if you haven't seen our show yet, do not fret, because again, we are working super hard to come out and see as many of you guys as we can, especially come 2022. But of course, we're trying to squeeze in a couple more shows before 2021 wraps up. We're just feeling very blessed that we've been able to be out on the road and to do what we love to do. And so we got to give a big thank you to, of course, you guys for coming out, but also to the venues that are supporting live music right now. It's been a weird journey, to say the least, to go from what we were doing, touring pretty much all year long for the last couple years, and then obviously having to stop because of everything, and now finally after almost 2 years being able to come back and start performing music live for everybody again. It just makes my heart happy. I'm feeling very blessed and just so very thankful for the music community and to everybody who loves music for helping the industry get back on its feet right now. Like, it's just been so heartwarming, and I have a really amazing band. You guys have been watching the Friday lives and stuff. You've met Lane and Kevin and Nick, and just the energy in the group has just been so great. And like, honestly, again, just hashtag blessed. But again, we just appreciate you guys so very much, so thank you. And Cowboy John, yeah, looking forward to seeing you on the East Coast hopefully next year. Again, we have a bunch of places that we're working on. So if you haven't seen your state on our books yet, don't worry. But please go to Bands in Town if you want to stay up to date with where we are. And that way they will notify you either via text message, email, or like little notification banner, whatever you decide to do, that we are in your area. And of course, there's a bunch of other artists on there too, so you can get notified about us, you can get notified about whatever other artists you want to know about when they come into your town. So that is a really, really great resource to stay up to date on the live shows. And then it also helps us know where you guys are at, so we don't have to ask all the time for an updated count. Yeah, or if you just want to be straight up and just know what's on the books right then and there, make sure to go to my website, ashleywineland.com. Full schedule is there, just like it is on Bands in Town. And it's a very straightforward way to see everything that's going on, see all the information. Of course, if there's any ticket links, that sort of thing too, you can find all that information there as well. Again, just a reminder, the Apache Lake Summer's End Festival, which is happening October 1st through the 2nd. The tickets are now available up on pre-sale, so I posted that link in there. And of course, our November 6th show with Big and Rich and Aaron Lewis at Auction Pavilion is also available for pre-sale, so that ticket link is in there too. Yeah, and you can go through Ticketmaster or you can go through Live Nation with the code LOVE, L-U-V, VETS, V-E-T-S. So that's your way in. I know a bunch of y'all have already gotten them, which is very exciting. I'm looking forward to it. It is filling up very fast because it's an amazing lineup. So, if for a really great cause. Again, it's to raise money for our servicemen and women and their families. So make sure to go check it out. And if you want an incentive to travel to Arizona, do it around then, because not only should it be nice out, it's also a fun show. So yeah. Oh, Bands in Town does notify you about hotels in the area. That's nice. So if you, with prices and everything. Dang, Bands in Town stepping up their game, really helping us out. But nice to see. Oh, look, Rocky says he spent Labor Day weekend hanging out with friends, watching local bands perform, farmers market. That sounds lovely. That sounds absolutely lovely. I love a good farmer's market. I know when we were in Illinois, we all went out to a farmer's market, and my band just had a heyday. They love to cook, so they got like a ton of fresh produce. We made like a big Sunday dinner for everybody. It was a good time. And then my cousin sent me home with some farm fresh eggs from their own farm, and it's amazing. Did you know? Okay. Did you know? Fun fact, that when chickens lay eggs, they put like a protective coating around the egg. So if you don't wash them, you could leave them sitting out on your counter for like 9 months and they will still stay good. The second you wash them, it's all downhill from there. But if you don't wash them, you could leave them out on the counter for up to 9 months before they go bad. And I did not know this until my cousins told me. And I was like, wow, okay, good to know. So I currently have eggs sitting on my counter. It was great. My grandma came over the other day and she was like, do you want these in the refrigerator? I was like, no, Grandma, no. They get to stay on the counter. You want to know why? And I've been telling everybody this little fun fact because I was just like, hey, and no, JD, they will not hatch, though I would be kind of excited if they did. They're not fertilized, nor are they being incubated. So I'm sure if I stuck them outside and they probably could hatch, but no. These are for eating only. Yeah, fun facts for everybody. So in case you need that one for your next trivia game, there you go. Let's see. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any of your guys' comments. Thank you for those of y'all who are leaving venues, fairs, festivals that you love in your area. We appreciate it. If you leave like your city and your state as well as the name of the event or the venue, you much appreciated as we go forth and conquer with our booking efforts. I do have to give mass kudos to some of you guys because some of the venues that you have recommended have been some of the venues that we have been booked in. So thank you. It does help, and we do read them and do our best to reach out to these places so that way we can come and see you guys. Let's see. And Kyle, I agree. I want chickens so we can obviously love them, but also have eggs. Yeah, I love the farm life. Let's see. Look at you guys already throwing them down in the comments. Love it. But anyway, I have to sign off here because I got to go pump some iron with my trainer. So make sure that if you enjoyed this show, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and all that sort of good stuff. Again, if I don't see you on Friday, then I hope that you take some time this weekend to remember and honor the 20-year anniversary of 9/11 and all the people who lost their lives, our servicemen and women, our first responders and their families, everybody that was impacted from that day. Again, it's the 20-year anniversary. I hope you take some time to go out into your community, find some local events that are paying tribute to the anniversary, raising money for great causes in support of those people who were affected, and of course, just share some love with your neighbors and stuff this weekend. Lots of love to you guys. I will see you next time. Bye!